Hello, welcome to the Turret of Pleasure in the Enchanted Kingdom of Hermione. It's been a little while, a couple of months. Took some time off. Spent a little bit of time out of commission. Looks like I'm back, at least to do this. As you'll notice, we've reached critical mass in the Turret of Pleasure. So we're engaged in a huge job of moving things along and filing stuff away. So I'll try to do a video of that because people tell me that's interesting to watch in time lapse. And I haven't bought much lately, but I figured I would talk a little bit about sampler records. Sampler records, CDs, I should say, because they're all CDs today. Sampler record CDs are great. In the good old days, you had things like Different Strokes, which Columbia put out, 40 songs or something. On one album they sold for $1. And it introduced me to a lot of cool stuff. And so over the years, and this is just stuff I found in the thrift stores recently. So here, this is really typical. Classic CD, great recordings of the century. Now, Classic CD is a magazine in Britain, I believe. And I didn't even bother looking this up, but I'm going to guess that this is some kind of tie-in with Classic CD magazine. And the stuff on this is all over the map. You've got Dino the Party in 1950. You've got stuff in the 90s. It's from all over the place. So great recordings of the century means it could be anything. And it is pretty much anything. So, yeah, Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin, Waltzes by Chopin, done by Lipati, Rostropovich. I mean, you know, this is great. And there you go, the obligatory Broken Jewel box. Mastered at Abbey Road, I believe. Perfect for the car. I think this was a dime. Actually, this was probably free, I think. That was in a free box. Then there was this one. Now, I think I paid a buck for this one. Rickercar is a label from Flemish Belgium, yes, and they champion all such things. So you have the Rickercar New Releases CD, 1996, back in the good old days when you could actually run a Flemish record label and make money on it. And here we have I've not heard of most of these composers. Adrian Villert, Roland Delasses I've heard of, Giovanni Pisci, never heard of him. Alessandro Grandi, Monteverde's in there. Johann Sebastiani, I don't know who that is. Johann Sebastiani? Oh, there's Mussorgsky is in here. Interesting. Most of this, I think, is early music. J.S. Bach, Frederick Chopin. Anyway, I was really happy to buy this because it's a good label. And they put out a lot of really good stuff. My happiness did evaporate when I got home because I discovered, would you believe it, I already had it. So there you go, totally obscure Flemish. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. These were side by side the other day. These were, in fact, 10 cents. And I thought for 10 cents, well, I'm going to buy this. This is the combination of everything that is pretty much terrible. Playboy Jazz in a smooth groove. Now, normally, I would just discard this haughtily as garbage. But this is a special kind of garbage. Now, this is put out by, I thought it was put out by Starbucks, but it's put out by Concord Records. Good old Concord Jazz, the most boring record label in the world. They put out 100 million records, about 5 of which will get your pulses racing. It's just ridiculous. And anyway, yeah, the stuff that's on this. What the hell? There we go. The stuff that's on this is, like, first of all, smooth jazz. Where do you start? Play the Playboy Jazz. So this, I'm trying to figure this bit out. Playboy Jazz, and Rabbit Head Design are trademarks of and used under license from Playboy Enterprises International Inc. 2004 this came out. So Concord has, I don't know, licensed the brand to create this thing that they're going to call Playboy Jazz. Okay, Larry Carlton is on it. Spyro Gyra is on it. Okay. The Gato Barberi is on it, and it's absolutely the worst thing you've ever heard. Ever. However, Kenny G is on it. Of course he is. Dave Grusin is on it. This is all the kind of fusion music that I just think is awful. Awful, soulless. Where's the great thing? Playboy Jazz is in a groove. In a smooth groove, that is. It's the kind of jazz that goes down smooth and easy, spiked with just the right amount of funky groove. Jesus, it's like they're talking like it's a rum. Anyway, it does have Just the Two of Us by Grover Washington with Bill Withers singing. You know what? If Bill Withers is singing it, I don't care how schmaltzy it is. I can take that. And the other one on it, which is a personal really fun, is Breezin' by George Benson. Now, Breezin' is lounge jazz at its finest, but it's actually pretty good and it's memorable. And more than once I've been in rehearsal with some band or another, and we'll be jamming away, and the next thing we know, we're playing Breezin'. That's happened to a lot of us. Anyway, this is 2 discs, no less. And of course, perfect. The entire, everything about this jewel box is fucked. It's completely broken. I don't know, it fell out of somebody's truck. But it's all there. It plays great. I'm not going to replace the box. It's not fucking worth it. It's just, that's probably not going to help. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, no, that was, that was a bad idea. It can only make it better. Oh, yeah, just not good at all. Just sort of pack it like a big sandwich made out of plastic. Playboy Jazz. I might have to look this up. Maybe Playboy Jazz was a label. Oh, God help us. Anyway, it's a piece of shit. Not going to go there. And then, these were side by side now. Okay. 10 cents. Southern Lord Records presents Let There Be Doom. 10 cents, ladies and gentlemen. This is going straight into my car. So what we have here, it appears, is 14 Doom bands. Now, I looked this up, and it doesn't have much of an internet profile. There's a great thing where it says, for more details about these grim offerings, log on to www.southernlord.com/lettherebedoomcomp.html. Needless to say, when I did this, I got sent into hyperspace. There's a bunch of stuff on here that I don't think they made records for Southern Lord. Now, Southern Lord is a good label if you're into sort of extreme edges of metal and grindcore and all sorts of things. And I got a couple of bands I really like. The Baptists are on Southern Lord. And they're worth checking out if you like completely frenetic metal/hardcore. There's some good stuff. Korog from Hungary I quite liked on this. The Sun O piece is interesting. Warhorse, despite their unfortunate name, they were kind of interesting. There's St. Vitus on it, who are an old favorite. Canate, who are... Canate do a song called Dead. Who knew? Graves at Sea, doing a song called Cirrhosis. Not a lot of love songs on this. However, I kind of liked it. It's too bad they didn't bother to master it, because all the songs are different volumes, and I'm sure somebody just sort of threw this together so they could put it in cases of beer or something. At any rate, I'd never seen it before, and I thought, I'll pay a dime for this, and I'm glad I did. So there you go. Some weird stuff out of the thrift stores. And that's all I got for this one. Trying to put some stuff away. and not a lot of it is worthy of detailed discussion. It's all just good stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's not much, but it's something. I'm gonna sit here and watch the Titanic sink, and we'll talk later about something else.